Hey everybody, it's Joe Payne, your friendly municipal music teacher here with Santa Maria Recreation and Parks Department to give you another guitar lesson. And this is a follow-up to a lesson we already posted, so double back in the feed and go ahead and check that one out and do some work with that before you look at this one. This is going to expand on what we know. So, in that last lesson, we learned 3 chords, C, F, and G, and we learned the C major scale. And we learned how you can play hundreds and hundreds of songs with just C and F and G and that scale. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to add a 4th chord, that's A minor. Now, to make that A minor chord, we're going to play, leave the A string open, and we're going to put our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, so they're side by side, and then pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And you're going to want to leave the last string E open. So again, open A, middle finger 2nd fret of the D, ring finger 2nd fret of the G, so you have to kind of mash them together. Pointer finger curls on the 1st fret of the B, and then open E. That's your A minor chord. And we're going to find out that with these 4 chords, C, G, A minor, and F, we could play thousands of songs, and songs you know and love. They've been at the top of the charts, Great American Songbook type stuff. So, what we want to understand though is why do we use these 4 chords? Because it's not just these 4 chords. You could use G, G, C, D, and E minor. They come in groups, so we want to understand the grouping. Okay. Now, we're in the key of C right now. We play the C scale. We have the C chord. So being in a key means we've decided that arbitrarily that note is the most important note. C is number 1. We think of C as 1. We have a lot of special language for it, but let's just think of it as the 1 chord. C is now the 1 chord. If you go up the scale, C, D, E, F, G, right? C, D, E, F, G. We find out that 3 of the chords we talked about are already there. C, D, E, F, and G. So if C is the 1 chord, that would make F the 4 chord and G the 5, okay? 1, 4, 5. Okay, C, F, G is 1, 4, 5. So all those songs we talked about last time are 1, 4, 5 songs, like This Land Is Your Land or La Bamba, songs like that. 1, 4, 5, that's all you need. Now we're adding the A minor chord. So if you count C, D, E, F, G, A, right? And then the rest of the scales B, but really we have the 6th chord, okay? The A chord is the 6th chord. So we have a 1 chord, a 4 chord, a 5 chord, and a 6 chord. And we're gonna learn it in this order. The 1 chord C, the 5 chord G, the A minor chord, the 6th chord, and then the 4 chord, the F chord, in that order. So at the end of the video, we'll have some chord charts for you to look at real quick. But right here you can see what I'm doing with my hands to make these chords. And you want to practice moving your chords from one to the other to the point where you can have a conversation or talk to a camera without even thinking about it and playing these chords. Now, I played them in that order because hundreds, if not thousands of songs, like I said, that you know and love, use that progression, the 1, 5, 6, 4 progression. You might already start recognizing songs in this progression. So in the 60s, groups like the Beatles, Paul McCartney wrote a song, "When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me." And that's the 1 chord, the 5 chord, the minor 6 to the 4, right? C, G, A minor, F. Now in the 70s, groups, one of the Beatles' rival groups, the Rolling Stones, they took this progression and they, changed the rhythm a little bit, but they made "Don't wanna be your beast of burden," right? Same progression, just different feel, different melody over it. Now in the 80s, a group like Aha took it and they did I'll be in a day or two. That's a hard one, but it's again C, G, A minor, F, 1, 5, 4. Okay? Now, in the 90s, groups like Green Day took it. When I come around. You hear that? So literally every generation loves this progression and they use it. Now, you don't always have to start it on C. What if we start the progression in the middle on the A minor? You start it there, but it's still the same. See that? Do A minor, F, C. So Lady Gaga took this and did poker face, poker face. It's okay if you're not a Lady Gaga fan, because everybody used this, including Luis Fonsi. Despacito, A minor goes to F, then the F it goes to C, then the C it goes to G. You know the rest, okay? So, just showed you, to recap, we went over the 1, 4, 5, 6 chords. That's C major, F major, G major, and A minor. But we played them in this order: 1, 5, 6, 4, 1, 5, 6, 4. That's the C chord, the G chord, the A minor chord, the F chord. So if you practice those chords in that order, then you will be ready to play hundreds and hundreds of songs and impress your friends and relatives and all of that. So stay tuned for the chord charts. They're going to follow this right up, and thanks for watching.